Children, let us understand the poem The Spider and the Fly. It is the ninth poem of your book and it is in page number 29. It is written by Mary Botham. She was born in 1799 and she wrote this poem in 1834. She wrote many books covering subjects as various as histories of America and magic, children's stories and poems, translations of works by many poets and writers of the time. And this poem, first she published it in a collection, Sketches of Natural History, in 1834. And it contains a series of poems which educate children about the realities of harsh realities of the natural world. Here it is a tale in verse. Tale means story and a narration in verse. In verse means poetic form. She was popular for many work and this work is a hit, got a hit in that time. It has a clear message even which is relevant to this age. Though it was written long time before, hundreds of years before, but it is relevant to this age also. And this poem is a poem for children, though it is a poem of children, but it has a strong message for even the elderly people and for even any age people. And here in this poem, she wants us to beware of the cunning and evil-minded people around us. And she wants to tell us another thing, flattery. It shows, it can prove and to be fatal. It can lead to death also. So it is a cautionary poem. It warns us and asks us to beware of the things around us. And it is in the form of fable. Fable means narrating a story, and it is a poetic device using in the fable some animals and giving the human characters to that. And here poet clearly expresses the warning of the cunning people around us. And it is a fictional story, but it is clearly expressed. So it is in the form of conversation between a spider and a fly, and so many literary devices she has used, like personification, alliteration, metaphor, simile, and in the form of fable also she has brought out the message. So in the end of the poem, I will explain what are those devices she used with an examples from the poem. Now, let's know about the poem now. It's a fable already I said, and giving using personification. What is personification? Giving person's character, human's character to animals. So here spider is considered as male character and fly is considered as female character. So he and she pronoun is used in this poem, though it is spider is an insect and fly is also an insect, but she has given a human character and the activities also she uses as if a human acts, and the conversation, how they are conversing their views between each other, and that also like human expression. So it is a fable, and it is a narrative poem narrating an incident which took place in the web of a spider. And the spider is a hunger. It wants to, he wants to eat the fly which is around the web, and how the spider is enticing the fly just to eat it. So enticing is the character of the spider is revealed. So the she wants warning us, don't be in the trap of any enticing people, or people who are in evil minded, people who are cunning to fulfill their wish. So here that is a warning. So this poem is considered as a cautionary poem. It is very clearly expressed, and as it is written for children, the language is very simple. No such difficult words are used, so easily we can understand, and it can make us to understand the easily we can understand the theme of the poem. So let us go into the poem. The Spider and the Fly, written by Mary Botham Howitt. Will you walk into my parlor? Said the spider to the fly. It's the prettiest little parlor that ever you did spy. The way into my parlor is up a winding stair, and I have many pretty things to show when you are there. Oh, no, no, said the little fly. To ask me is in vain, for who goes up your winding stair can ne'er come down again. So, in the first stanza, the spider is inviting. So, the beginning of the line is the familiar line, and the first line of the poem is an invitation. So the spider is inviting the fly to its parlor, to his parlor, my parlor. So parlor means a sitting room or living room where we invite the people and invite the guest and make them to sit in the front room or living room or hall, what all you can say. So in the living room, will you come to my living room? So the spider is inviting the fly. It is the prettiest little parlor. Not only is the spider, he is inviting the fly and describing the beauty of its parlor, his parlor. So here his is used. So his parlor, that ever did spy, you have never noticed, or you have never come across, you have never seen such a beautiful, prettiest parlor in your life. So my parlor is the best, prettiest. No other parlor in the world is as pretty as mine. So here the spider is using such a word to compare his parlor, so that the fly can easily fall into its cunning words. The way into my parlor is up a winding stair. So again the description is giving a picture of a beautiful, a winding staircase, a modern staircase with a hall. In the center of the hall there is a staircase, and it has a spiral like stairs, and look, gives beauty to that living room or the parlor. And not only the spider is describing and giving that background of his living room parlor, and what else he uses there. And I have many pretty things to show when you are there. So a cunning word again, more of cunning word. So what all she caught by her cunningness, the insects and other thing which are captured earlier, and he wants to show it to the fly. So he is inviting and giving more of opportunities to see this and that, like that. And here the conversation. So when spider is giving the invitation, and the answer this comes from the fly. Oh no, no, knowing the cunningness. So here the poem writer makes us understand, though we know the things around us, what is wrong, what is happening, how the people are so cunning, how they um, spread a trap to catch anyone and put us into their nets by their cunning words. We know many, many things. We have heard many, many things. Though we have that knowledge about it, like that here also, the fly is having that knowledge. What all he expressed is just to put the fly into the net. The fly understands very well. So what immediately the first reply is no, no, no. And asking all these things to me is vain. That means worthless, futile, useless. Don't ask me or don't explain to me all about your parlor, and I don't want to listen to your words. I know all about you. For who goes up your winding stairs can ne'er come down again. What she knew? She knew very well that till today, those who have gone into her parlor never return, came down till now. No one has come back. That means once anyone goes near the web and falling into the cunning words of the spider will be eaten by the spider. So, because she knew all these things, she is refusing. She refused to enter into the parlor. So, in the first stanza, how the cunning words are thrown by the spider to catch the fly, and how, knowing the fact of the cunningness of the spider, the fly refuses to go. So, in the first stanza itself, the poem writer warning us. So, how the cunning words will be used by the evil-minded people to entice us. So here in the first stanza, it is clearly express the conversation between a spider and the fly, and the poem writer has narrated the incident in the following stanzas more clearly. So in the next class, we'll go into the next stanza.